Thanks for joining us, and let's get started.
Welcome to our series on A Beginner's Guide to Spirituality. This episode will talk about gaining faith when you've lost it. We'll discuss what is faith, can faith be lost forever, why did you lose your faith, and can I live a fulfilled life without faith? As usual, we'll introduce you to your personal challenge, which is designed to get you in the habit of practicing things that are healthy for the new you. Ready? Awesome. Let's get started. With that, we invite you to get settled in a place where you can digest this information without interruption or struggle, clear your mind, and get ready to take the next step in a vital transformation. Let's start with a brief moment of silence to focus and meditate on what you're about to learn, receive, and practice.
Hi everybody, in this session I would like to talk to you about a very sensitive matter. Is getting faith when you kind of lost it. Let's try to define the word faith. What is faith? And if you look at the dictionary on the word faith, you're going to find out that it's individual who believe in something or someone to be something positive, that they wish it to be positive. You know, there is a great Kabbalist who once say, it's not hard to get on the horse, but it's very much hard to get back on the horse when you fall. It's a very difficult thing to do. And I need to prepare you that in life, those of you who are much younger than me, in life eventually, there is a point in life that things do not work according to your plan. It's not going to be exactly as you want it to be. And for you to keep your faith, to keep you believe you, to keep your certainty while things are not working, it's not an easy task. So I would like to talk to you about it because for each person in one point or another, you know, you lose your faith, you lose your belief system, you lose your certainty because you no longer can find faith as helpful. The question that we have on that, what happens if you lose it? What happens if the person that you believe in disappointed you? What happened if whatever that you follow was a failure? What happened when you lose that faith? Where do you find yourself then? Normally, you shake yourself from anything to do with spirituality at that moment. And at that moment, when you shake yourself from spirituality, that's a tough moment. You either can go left or right. Either you're looking for something else that you believe in, which means another level of faith, or either you fall down and it's a very tough to go back, or you don't want to go back. That's when you turn left. You no longer want to hear about anything. Why did you lose your faith? Was it because of a person? Was it because of an event? Because of something that happened in your life? You got to ask yourself that question, because that question will lead you into the idea of what does faith really mean for you. One of the reasons that people lose their faith as things start to go wrong, because there is something that's called expectation. We have such an expectation that when we become religious or spiritual, that we're going to get a certain gift. And unfortunately, that's the wrong way of how things go. You know, spirituality is for me. I mean, that's that I'm capable to be spiritual, that's the reward. So I would like to share with you a personal things that happened to my wife and me in the beginning of our marriage. You know, it's something that I share with thousands of people all over the world as motivating people, you know, not to lose their faith, not to lose their certainty. You know, in the beginning of our marriage, my wife got pregnant. You know, she gave birth to a girl, and the girl born with all kind of problem. And unfortunately, the girls didn't make it. Unfortunately, we had to bury our daughter. So in a moment like that, it's not easy to find strength or power to continue. And at that moment that you are in the morning, you're teaching people how to be spiritual. And in the morning, you motivate people how to be happy, and you motivate people how to be successful. You just came back from a place where you bury a member of your family, and you feel, am I spiritual? Am I a believer? Do I still believe? Is it still continue? Am I missing something? Maybe this whole thing is just nothing. What is life all about? I mean, after all, people born, die, eat, get married. It's the same picture. Why do I have to follow spirituality? Why do I have to commit for something that I don't even know work? I mean, look what happened to me, right? That's how people look at spirituality. The reason I share such a personal story with you is not just to be emotional with you about my wife's life or my life. It's about to wake you up to understand that in spirituality, it's not about punishment and reward. The spirituality is a tool that helps you to go through that, to whatever we went through, my wife and me and the people around us. We went through a lot of things which seem negative, but once you overcome that level of negativity, that gives birth to the new you, to the new level of spirituality. Yes, you can lose faith. Yes, you can lose your certainty. Yes, you can lose your belief system, but you always can choose to go back. Nobody can force you to do that because there is no force in spirituality. There is no force that can force a person to be spiritual. Spirituality is something that comes from within. You have to have enough energy within you to deal with whatever you want to deal with. But it's not about reward or punishment like religion teach. It's not about, oh, I'm going to feel great when I get this, or I feel depressed when I don't get that. It's not like that. Spirituality is the essence within yourself that keep you spiritual all the time. It doesn't change. Yes, there is bumps in the road. Yes, we expect if I be spiritual, I get rewarded for that. The reward of spirituality is spirituality itself. And that's why you can continue. So for those of you who lost your faith, well, I feel your pain. I know what you're going through. It's very, very painful. And this is only one event that my wife and me went to. I personally went to a lot of events, and my wife as well. It's not easy to live life and with expectation that because I'm doing one thing, I'm going to receive that. But think about it like that. Think about it that within spirituality, there is a power. It's a magical power that when you go into the tough time, it can keep you going. It's not that you're required to believe. It's not that you must become a believer. That's not the point. But you're doing it for you. When you are spiritual, you're doing it for you to become spiritual. So when you're going to a storm, when the wind is taking shift, when things are not working the right way, you will be able to handle it. That's why spirituality is such a great gift for a person to adopt. That's why I'm repeating it so many times. It's not about the belief system or reward and punishment. It's a simple tools that you can understand that whatever you're going through, you're either going to take you up or either it's going to crush you down. It's your choice. It's your choice and your choice only. And I'm not telling you it will be easy things to do once your spirituality crashed, once you lost belief in people that guide you to spirituality. It happened. I met many people in my life that were such a disappointed. They were my spiritual leader. They were my spiritual leader for so many years. I followed them blindfolded. It was so beautiful. Everything. Then it didn't work out. What do? Do you still believe in spirituality? Because they were everything that I knew about spirituality. Spirituality is not a person. Spirituality is not a type of religion. Spirituality is like energy. It's there all the time. You either choose to walk with it or walk away from it. But it's not bad or good. It's just it. And when you connect to it, it just makes your life more rich. You can see more. It can get you to a higher places. Can I live a fulfilled life without faith? And the answer is very simple. You cannot live a billionaire lifestyle without faith. You need faith. You need to believe in positive. You need to believe in good things going to happen. Because if you don't, you connect to the luck. If you connect to the luck, you're drawing into your life all kind of things. But if you believe and you have faith and positive and good things to happen, you start drawing into your life a lot of great opportunity. Why is faith such an important thing as part of your spirituality? Why is it so important? Now, I'm sure some of you are looking at me and said, why even asking the question? That's kind of obvious. Would you rather believe? Would you rather have faith in what you're doing? Or you're doubting everything you're doing and still expect good result? I think it's obvious. You want to have faith in what you're doing and what you're believing Because why believing at all? Why having faith at all if you're not even part of it? I mean, you are part of something. Why wouldn't you have faith? If you are there to try, I understand. But the trying season should not stay forever. If you try, I see some people getting into a relationship, and it's almost like a funny thing. And they're getting into the relationship and they're having faith that's going to work out. They're having faith. And after 12 years, I asked them, how are we doing? And the man told me, I still don't have faith. And this is going to be it. Not having faith. I said, how long does that take for you to have the faith that that's going to work? And usually the answer, I don't know. And I remember, if you're already getting into something, if you're really getting into a marriage, if you're getting into spirituality, if you're getting into business, it's very simple. Without faith, it's just not going to work because you're missing the positive attitude that's attached to it. I would like to challenge you in this session by asking you to write down a moment in your life where you lost your faith totally. You couldn't believe no more in what you used to believe before. A person, situation, a way of life. And now, under that, when you write that down, I want you to write just below that. I want you to write, what was your lesson from that? What did you get as a lesson? Was that making you a better person after that? It's got to be a lesson in everything we do. What was your lesson? Thank you.
This has been another episode of Vital Transformation's Guided Sessions. For more information, visit us at vitaltransformation.org, where you'll find access to all of our guided sessions, content library, weekly updates, and upcoming events. To keep content like this new, relevant, and free to the public, make a donation today at vitaltransformation.org/donate, or write to us at donate@vitaltransformation.org. Thanks for joining us, and we'll speak to you soon.